Quickly, name the most embarrassing thing you've done at school. Anything, whatever year, public school, but preferably high school. Once you've got it in mind, just ask yourself, who saw it? Right? Who witnessed this? Chances are not as many people as you think. Now, pick one person you've met throughout high school. Just one. Anyone, your closest friend, or somebody you despised. What's the most embarrassing thing they've done? Can you think of any? If you can, think of maybe 3 more. We don't really care about people outside of us. Right, we're very honed in nowadays. But that person you thought of is the exact same. They probably can't name 3 things that you've done. 3 embarrassing things. The most hilarious, jaw-dropping discussions, right? They don't remember. And you don't remember what they did. We're all thinking constantly that people are watching us, that everyone is locked in, staring at us. They're not. You will learn this a lot throughout life, but 9 times out of 10, everyone is still stuck looking inward. No one really looks outwards unless they know, unless they have some sort of matrix understanding that, everyone's looking inward, I'm a bit different and look outward, right? This got slightly off topic. No one cares about what you did wrong, what you did embarrassing. Well, embarrassing, not wrong. But they care what they did. 9 times out of 10, they're concerned that someone's remembered. That someone is giggling about it constantly. Same goes with you, right? You're petrified that somebody's seen it and that they're constantly thinking about it, especially when it happens. That whole wave of embarrassment, we all experience it, right? But not as potently, not as strongly as we think. It's an effect called the spotlight effect, right? Just imagine, you're on a stage, right? This is the stage. You're right here. Spotlights are shining all over you, and you've just done the most embarrassing thing ever. That is how a lot of people subconsciously think. What happens when something embarrassing happens? Everyone around them is in that audience, and they are laughing their guts out. Because, let's just say you slipped over. Not really that embarrassing, but still kind of humiliating. Personally, my little Yapsesh story, it took me a really long time to fully realize, to fully change my mindset that nobody gives a damn. Nobody bloody cares, right? Yeah, I did public speaking, right? Starting last year-ish. About last year. You can stuff up. You can be absolutely horrendous at it. But you're still doing something no one else is really doing. Can you name 30 people in your school who are doing public speaking, something you're prolific at? I can't even think of maybe 2, right? That's myself included. I don't think anyone at my school really does public speaking. So why would I be embarrassed about what they think I can do as a public speaker? They don't even do it. It's just baseless criticism that's ruining me. It's not helping me. Now, if they did public speaking before, if they're some sort of absolute prodigy at it, I'll probably listen to them, take their advice at heart. But why would I care? And why should you care if they are tearing you down for something you're the only one who does? Right? If you're the only person who does boxing, right? The only person who does like a chess club, why would you care what people who don't have these interests think about you? You just shouldn't. Really, it's just not helping you. They could say, oh, you're garbage at this, but they don't even do it. You're already ahead of them in that aspect. So don't take their criticisms. Don't care. This is very laissez-faire sounding, but you just need to realize 90% of people are kind of not people you want to take advice from. Especially when it comes to people who will talk negatively. 90% of people who talk negatively about you, about something you do, you shouldn't take their advice to heart. Because they're just doing it for the sake of being negative. 10% though, you should. Those people could give you the best insight you've ever had. The best logical explanation. Grounded speaking, there was a former actress who helps me a lot, right? She's amazing. She literally explained to me everything I know about public speaking. Gestures, toning them down, inflections in the voice, stage presence, all of this. Because I listened to it, because I realized her criticisms were helping me, right? But when you listen to people who aren't experienced in this, you're just tearing yourself down. You're inviting people to just break down your tower. Which is just going to make it harder, isn't it? But nevertheless, it is still a very important thing, a very important lesson, that you do not care what other people say. Unless that is going to benefit you directly, right? Let's say you're really honed in on something, like you love this, you have a burning passion for it. And some person says you look stupid doing it. But another person says, oh, that's pretty good, but I think maybe work on your form, work on this, breathe in, breathe out. Who would you listen to more, realistically? The person giving you tips, right? The person helping you. Because that little bit of help fully blocks out, fully silences the other. If nobody is going to constantly give you something to override, to conceal everyone else's criticisms, just do it yourself. Just say to yourself that, oh man, I really did that great. I don't care what other people think, I did that amazingly. Now don't take it a step too far and make it on flattering ego. Make it to the point where it's like assuring yourself. Where am I going with this? Anyway, an actionable step you can take to fully deal with this, to fully hone in, is the next time someone says something negative about what you do, or somebody critiques you, don't listen to them. Really, just kind of look forward to them criticizing you and just think to yourself, wow, that did nothing. I don't care. Because 9 times out of 10, scratch that, probably 99% of times, they are envious. They are jealous. They can't do what you're doing. Right? This is a huge thing with boxing, huge thing with chess, huge thing with public speaking, huge with literally anything. People who just blatantly criticize you are jealous. I'm guilty of it. Pretty sure you're guilty of it too. We all are. But still, when it comes to us, we need to realize they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm not going to listen. That's all you have to do. Only listen to advice that's worth listening to, and just override their negative comments with your own positive ones. And you will go far. Goodbye.